So now moving on to the next part, or to the part 4. Let's make clouds. So how could we make clouds? Of course, let's try to add plane. Add plane. Move it backward. Something here. Yes, this is enough. Let's make a rectangular plane. Then set this into blend already. Alpha blend. Set into none because clouds. Set the shadow into none, I mean. Then let's name these clouds. So let's make this on the spot. So in order to make this happen is, of course, we need a transparent first. Gonna make shader. Then let's already add a noise texture. Or we could start with Voronoi texture because Voronoi texture gives painted texture a little bit better. Then let's add a color ramp already. Let's make it constant first. Then Control T. So as you can see, this will be our clouds. And let's try smooth F1. Or let's make this is. So let's add some noise texture here. Noise texture. Mix these two. Then we could make this add. So that we could add the bright parts onto the two textures. Then could add a gradient texture. But this will be for our reserve. So as you can see, what I want to do here is to make a spherical gradient texture. So set this into spherical. Then we should locate it. Where is the perfect spot of this? Then Control T, the gradient texture. Next, let's wait for a while. Preview the gradient texture. Then let's preview it again. Here. Just wanna see it once again. So as you can see, we need the color white, right? But the gradient texture is like this. Let's try. Let's make this multiply. Let's add invert here to the gradient texture. And remember to save your blend files always. So now, let's try to flip this color ramp. Then, let's locate the clouds. Next, as you can see, they're like a white or black area here. So what we could do here is the either set it into alpha clip, which it will look like this. Wait for a while. So yeah, does not work here. So you could just do this to remove the black area. Just make this into 0.99, then make the value of this around 50 first. So now, as you can see, it's already gone. So but before that, let's try to subdivide this, then let's make some adjustment here. Now let's redo that. So we could now make some clouds here. So now that we have this, we could select the UV here, so that if you move here, or if we subdivide it, then we could move some here. We could control the shape of our clouds, right? So all right. So yeah, now we're doing good. So what should we just do here is that decrease the noise texture. Then let's add some loop cuts here. Trim it here. Then what we could do here is to select this, then press O, O, then just scale it like this. Then let's try to scale this or locate. So right now I'm just testing it. I'm just testing things out. So now we have this. Because why I said it like this, right? Because our sun will be like here. Press this. Our sun will be like this. So I use here. Then of course, let's set the sun here. Then let's make the sun high in value. 20. 50. something like that. Then our clouds, what we could do here is to, wait a minute, let's rotate this a little bit. Or let's make this thinner. Yeah, just simply copy and paste it. So this is not yet finished. Yes, this is not yet finished. As I've said, so I'm just, making the layout first so that it would be easier to imagine things. How would it work into the next few steps on our scene? So yeah, do not worry if it looks like this at of the moment. So next, this is just the first look of our clouds. Then the next look of our clouds will be colored already. But before that, I would like to add the mountains first. So probably the mountains will be like out here. Then how could we make mountains? I think it's very easy if you know the ant landscape preferences. Then I go to landscape, search for landscape, then add this ant landscape. All right. This is a free add-on for everyone. It is default on Blender. Then here, landscape. What's this landscape eroder? I'm just testing it. Okay, that's that. So never mind that. So this is enough already. Of course, this is just a layout. Once again, I just want to see things how it looks like. Next, let's add a DC, and it will just be a simple plane. Now select local. Yes. Then yeah, as you can see, right? It's looking good, man. Then I think we should start with the C already because we're already here. And because we've already solved the procedural texture or the procedural texturing of the clouds, then yeah, we don't have any problems yet. Then we could start on making our scene better because we've already solved all the problems almost. But yes, what we do now is to make the C. So to make the C, it's pretty easy, right? But you need to subdivide it a lot first. Right, this is enough. Then add a displace modifier. And yeah, I think you already know what will happen. Wait a minute, I'm finding the displace. Okay, here. Then let's add a new, then clouds. Then set the strength. Let's try to unsubdivide it twice again. Alright, now this looks good. Then, I know, you already know what will happen, right? So, of course, the animation here, I think it's good to animate the clouds. Then, the sun rays for a while. Then, yeah, of course, the sea. And yes, that will be only our animation. Then, some particle, like probably leaves here flying through the scene. But of course, that will be on the last part because animation is always on the last part for me when I'm working on my projects. So now next, what should we do here is that uh, hmm, we could make this metallic or yeah, we could add a emission or maybe we should add a color first here. Control T, then add a color ramp, connect the color here. Let's see what will happen first. Then rotate it to -90 or yes, 90. Then let's locate the alright. Alright. Then we could make this orange. I know you're pretty excited to see the results because it's going good, going smooth. Then let's set the specular to 0 so that we could get the raw colors. So, wait a minute, let's try to make this metallic. Now, we should add outlines here. So, how could we do that? So, what I'm thinking here is, what if we add a diffuse? What will happen? And shader to RGB. Let's test it out. Then color ramp. Let's make this too. Then we should mix the light color so it will be add. Let's make this constant. Now, it's what as I've just expected. It really looks cool, man. But I think we should subdivide this once again. Let's see. And now, this is fine for me. Yes, as of the moment, this is pretty good. Then, let's try to add a area light here on the sun to give a illusion of the direction of the sun. By the way, set this into global. Then make this a little bit weaker. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Let's make this a little bit bigger also. Probably 8. Yeah, as of now, this it will look like. Then, what if we could change into a little bit of orange? Something like that. So that, you know. Let's add more saturation. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, pretty good, man. So, next, what should we do is the mountains. We could make the mountains. By the way, before that, what if we control X this? Okay. Or if we unsubdivide this, what will happen to the mountains? Okay, nothing happens. So, it's pretty simple. So, select the mountain, add a new material, name it mountains. Just remove the specular, then set it into block. Now, as you can see, even if you set it into black, the composition affects it, right? And that's my new technique in anime style, as you know. Oof. As you can see, the gradient is black, something like that. Then it became reddish here. So, before that, as I know, you can see a big problem here. So, let's make this a little bit lighter. Just a little bit. Because if it's set to black, it just suddenly camouflage into the fence. So, but I have a new technique on that later on, which I will add another layer of composition just for the mountain. So I will I will place the composition of that back on the fence. So yeah, let's just wait until that. As of now, let's make it look like this. So now, let's give it a test render. Damn. What a nice scene. Very beautiful. But of course, we're not done yet here. And we're not even halfway. But we can imagine the things or the outcome of this right now. So, now that we've finished the setup or the base layout, we will be focusing on the clouds onto the next part. So, see you on next part, and I hope you really learned a lot. So please give this a like, share it into your friends, and I know, let's help together, we can learn together, and let's make anime community in Blender. So see you there into the next part.